The clock strikes midnight, and in the dead of night, a shadowy figure creeps into the backyard. It's the masked bandit himself, the raccoon. With the grace of a burglar on a caffeine high, he sneaks in, making sure not a single paw hits the camera. Classic move. He turns his tail like a furry, fuzzy cloak, shielding his face from the lens. It's almost like he's saying, "You'll never catch me, paparazzi." But nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop this nocturnal gourmet from diving headfirst into his midnight buffet of seeds and nuts. This raccoon isn't about to be on a diet. Carbs are life, he thinks, as he shovels handfuls into his mouth like he's prepping for a marathon. After what can only be described as a snack attack, the raccoon disappears into the shadows. But wait, what's this? A little while later, around 2 a.m., he's back for round 2, clearly a believer in the second dinner philosophy. This time, he's even more focused, practically ignoring the occasional squirrel that's trying to join the feast. The raccoon may be an animal of mystery, but one thing's for sure, when it comes to food, he's all in. As the night surrenders to dawn, a new character enters the scene, Mrs. Blue. With feathers fluffed and a sharp eye for fresh food, she arrives like the early bird special at a 24-hour diner. "Why wait for the crowd?" she seems to say. She swoops in gracefully, giving a nod to the newly restocked bird bath, a quick drink to wash down the seeds, of course. And there she is, her beak pecking seeds like she's trying to finish a crossword puzzle. The woman's got technique. Just as Mrs. Blue's enjoying her breakfast, in flies Mr. Blue, the show-off with wings so majestic they should come with their own theme song. He lands with a dramatic flourish and promptly grabs a mouthful of seeds. But, wait a second. Is that— No, he didn't. Did Mr. Blue just pick up an empty seed? I repeat, an empty seed. Did he mistake it for a mealworm? Perhaps his blue feathers are clouding his judgment. Either way, he doesn't seem to mind. He's gone and made himself at home. A true bird of habit, this one. As the morning continues, we are introduced to Mr. House. He's a regular, but let's just say, he's got the moves. He doesn't just come for the food, he commands it. Enter stage left, some mysterious stranger, a woman with a wave. And I mean a wave, like she's known Mr. House since they were both hatchlings. She throws him a friendly little wave. But what does he do? Does he wave back? Does he acknowledge her presence? Nope. He ignores her as if to say, "I'm not here for small talk, lady. I've got a meal to finish." He dives straight into the peanuts, making sure not to pick the wrong one. He's got standards. A peanut's a peanut, but a good peanut? That's a whole different story. And while Mr. House is scarfing down peanuts like he's prepping for an Eat Like a House competition, his admirer's wave is met with nothing but crickets, or, in this case, the distant flapping of birds. Mrs. House, clearly fed up with the drama, zooms in to save face. But guess what? Another Mr. House shows up, with his peanut radar fully activated. A full-on peanut fight breaks out between the two. You think this one's good? What about this one? It's a peanut standoff. Mrs. House, witnessing this, does the most dignified thing she can think of. She flaps off, fed up with the whole scene. "I'm outta here," she seems to say. You can practically hear her muttering, "Men!" By now, the backyard has become a full-on dining establishment for our feathered friends. A flash of red signals the arrival of a new guest, the red finch. Oh, this bird is a stunner, like someone who's about to make their grand entrance at an upscale brunch spot. There's no hesitation. This finch is confident, decisive, and, most importantly, well-fed. Right behind her is the sparrow, who's playing it a little more covert. This little guy is sneaking in like a secret agent, constantly peering around the corner to make sure the camera's not catching him on tape. Just act casual, he probably thinks. No one will know I'm here. But the camera catches everything. Everything. Meanwhile, the ninja squirrel has been lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Finally, the moment comes. He dashes out from behind the fence, but oh wait, He's not grabbing seeds. No, no, he's all about those sneaky garden snacks. A little nibble here, a little nibble there. He's like the backyard's equivalent of a snack thief. He doesn't need the fancy mealworms or the high-end sunflower seeds. He's content with a low-key feast. Maybe it's just because he's got the moves of an Olympic sprinter. Then, like a cameo appearance in a blockbuster film, some new birds fly in. Could they be mockingbirds? They're certainly trying to make a scene, swooping in, squawking like they own the place. No one's sure where they came from, but one thing's for certain, they're here to make an entrance. But wait, hold on. It's the ninja squirrel again. Finally, the little guy makes his way over to the bench like it's the VIP section of the party. He's here for the mealworms, and no one's going to stop him. Out of nowhere, the Carolina Wren pops up, making a dramatic debut from underneath the bench, a mouthful of seeds in tow. Does this bird ever take a break? This guy's got energy. With a quick flyaway, he's off again, taking his snacks to go like a true food truck connoisseur. But wait, he's not done yet. He's back again. Quick peck, quick departure. A bird on the move, for sure. Mr. and Mrs. Blue are back, with their trademark class and grace. They sip from the bird bath, exchange a few chirps, and then get down to business. Seeds and snacks, no time to waste. Mrs. Blue even gives a little nod of appreciation before she grabs a nice sunflower seed. Delicious, she seems to say. Meanwhile, Mr. Blue is checking out the scene and snatching up any leftover goodies. They're a well-oiled machine at this point. Around 3 p.m., things really heat up. 2 fledglings appear, wings flapping like they've never seen a mealworm before. And here comes Dad, Mr. Blue, trying to feed them all at once. The poor guy looks overwhelmed. One of the little ones takes a tumble off the dish, flapping wildly and yelping for food. Meanwhile, the other fledgling is screeching like it's the last meal on Earth. Mr. Blue is doing his best to keep them fed, but it's a full-on circus at this point. The fledglings are yelling, Dad's flying around like a madman, and finally, one little one grabs a bite for itself. But Dad, in true superhero form, swoops in and flies off, probably to check on the rest of the brood. The little one, realizing its sibling has flown off, takes a moment to sneak a bite in peace. Finally, some silence. As the day winds down, Mr. House returns, looking for his usual peanut snack. But the mealworms? Gone. It's like a deserted buffet. He's pawing through the remains like a tiny detective trying to figure out where it all went. Who ate the last of the mealworms? He wonders. The backyard's gone from a 5-star restaurant to a fast food joint with empty trays. But Mr. House doesn't care. He's determined, and no amount of slim pickings is going to stop him. And so, as the sun sets, the backyard quiets down. Well, sort of. There's always one last raccoon, squirrel, or bird with an unresolved snack issue. But hey, that's life. Feathers, fur, seeds, nuts, and a whole lot of drama. It's a backyard buffet where everyone is a VIP.